Right, good day and welcome back. And it's back for me as well, back to Norwich. Visit 2 for Norwich. You will find visit 1 on the channel, so please go and have a look at that before you start telling me what I missed, because I may well have done them on the first time. Loved Norwich, thought it was absolutely beautiful. Very glad to be back. I might try and get back to a couple of the ones that we did on the first visit today and get better video footage of them, because it was a Saturday we were here last time. So it was rather busy in a lot of places. So today, let's see how many we can get through. Did 20 in Cambridge yesterday, was happy with that. I want to easily hit 20, if not more, today around Norwich. It's a Thursday. I'm starting at 12:30 and I've come to the north side of the city centre to kick start my day. So we are going to kick off and work our way down towards the city centre. I can't check into my hotel till 3, so I've got plenty of time to chill for now, and we're going to start with this. The Marlborough Arms. So landlord is a follower on the Facebook and said, yeah, don't miss the north side of the city, don't miss it out altogether, come and see us. So what better opportunity for me than by starting with this one. It's a glorious looking old pub building. It's up here on a residential street, Spencer Street and Marlborough Road, on the corner of, so yeah, a residential street. Looks great, looking forward to it. Let's get going. Sometimes this is why I always say, no, start on the outskirts. Don't just go to the city centres, because you find some of the best boozers hidden away up on the side streets on the outskirts of a town or city centre. And this is no exception. This is an absolute belter. So, 1872, this has stood as a pub since. Landlord James has been here 3 years, and this place is pretty cool. Let's take you for a wander. This is what we've got on offer. So Green King, it's a free house, so Green King doing a really good deal on his beers. So he's not tied in with Green King and constantly has some local ales and things on. So Tyndall, they are Norfolk based, and I've just had the Black Hole, which is a stout, and it was very, very nice indeed. But they do a wonderful Sunday roast, from what I hear, in here as well. You can get that information yourself off the internet. Loads of people raving about how good the Sunday roast and stuff are in here. Pool table, darts. This is basically, it's a community local up here in amongst the houses that is all things to all men. Bit of live music is a minimum every Sunday, but potentially more live music on offer coming as well. And as you can see, it's just a pretty gorgeous looking boozer, isn't it? You can feel the history in it. You can see that it's been very, very well cared for and looked after. Billiards table round this side as well, which is always nice to see. Gives a proper old school pub feel. But pub number 1 in the bag for today, and what a belter it was to start with. That was a brilliant place to start, absolutely loved it. There are quite a few pubs around this area, some that don't open until a bit later though, so I'm not going to be able to do them. There's one over there, Players Arms, but that doesn't open just yet. But this one, the Leopard, right in front of me, opened at 1 apparently, and it is now 2 minutes past 1. And yeah, there are lights on and a door open, so we'll see you outside that. Start number 2 of my day in Norwich, on the north side of the city, and this one has a really great reputation for craft beer, amongst other things. So very much looking forward to getting into this one, making it stop 2 of the day, and seeing what they have on, what beers they have on. Exciting stuff. But yeah, it looks a great little boozer from the outside. It's safe to say this side of the city is doing okay so far, because again, this, much like the Marlborough, this is another absolute belter. There is a wealth of wonderful beer options, keg and cask, on offer in here. Another really tiny, really smart, really vibrant, thriving looking little pub. So yeah, Norwich so far so good today. It's a really good cask and keg lineup. I particularly love the way they've got the little keg things. This is something unique, and I love it. Iron Brew, the bubblegum one from Volk City. I've fallen foul of that many a time so far. But yeah, this is a belting little boozer. Again, looks gorgeous inside. Staff are lovely. It's very smartly decked out, but excellent things, food and events and things as well. But yeah, what a great little start this has been for Norwich. Loving both. Right, from there then, there's loads up there that I can't do because they're not open yet. Haven't got time to hang around because we want to get through a lot. But come down, dropped into the sort of the top of the city centre bit itself, I would say, is what I would call it anyway, where we are, and I've taken Facebook advice on this one. I think about 10 different people said, do not miss this next one. They said you will absolutely love it. And I am, of course, talking about the King's Head. Real ale, free house. Up to 14, a local cask. Norfolk ciders, mild and dark ales always available. Sounds pretty good to me. People do know what I mean. So I'm on that is the road that goes back into the city centre. There are some bangers down there. The ribs of beef, which I probably will go and redo on my way past. But up next then, let's do the King's Head. With this one, you're looking at a 300-year-old pub, if it's a day. It's a gorgeous little one. Split into two sides. Classic, quiet, laid back, chill out side. Loads of good cask ale on. But this is another one. I see why people said I'd love it, and I do. So there are your cask lineup. But as you can see, they do a wide array of Belgian beers, fruit beers, all sorts of stuff. Please ask about the craft beer in cans as well. So plenty to be wetting your whistle with in here. But yeah, this is just the sweet little front room, which is a lovely little place to walk into. But then if you come through into the back, this is where the party happens, and they have a really old billiards table. This billiards table is hundreds of years old as well, but it still looks in quite good nick to me. But yeah, back room, deceptive, isn't it? From the little front room out there, deceptive how big it actually is in here and how much space they do have. But if you want something with a little bit of history to it, something that feels like a proper old school boozer, you should definitely come and check out the King's Arms. King's Head. Now I know I'm going to have to head back on myself in a little while to go and do the brewery tap, but I wanted to make sure I got to the King's and to the ribs of beef, which I did in the first video, I know, but we didn't get a very good video of it because it was so busy. Wanted to make sure I got to these early today, so let me off. It's my legs. I'm the one that's got all the walking to do. You're just watching. So the route doesn't make perfect sense on doing that, but for video purposes, that's why we've done it. So, you know, right, see you at the ribs of beef. So, the ribs of beef. Yeah, I was desperate to come back and get a better video of this one. Absolutely loved this. It was definitely one of my favourite ones from the last trip in to Norwich. Look at the views from down there as you sit out on the water. Right by the Mischief as well, which is another great pub that I've done before. But ribs of beef, this is a belter. You've got to see it. So let's get a better video of it today. I'm just as impressed the second time around with this as I was the first time. I think it's an absolutely belting pub. And there's a Labrador just come in. It is a Labrador. So it makes it even better. But no, I'm mega impressed with this. Look at this guy. Sweet boy, look at you, hey. Ah, hello. Hello. That just makes the pub even better. Got fussing Labradors. Let's have a look at, not that there's any excuse to ever not fuss a Labrador because they are the best. But show you the beers. You see, can't you? You can see why I love it in here so much. So I went with Roly Moly, which was a Rolo chocolate caramel stout, and it was actually really lovely. Love Verdant. But beer-wise, no matter what you want, you will find it in here. And I said the reason I've come back today to show you how gorgeous this is purely because it was too busy to do it justice last time. But it is such an epic looking pub, and it goes on and on. But if we wander downstairs as well, because not only do they have the upstairs space like that, but if you come down here, there is a separate little seating area and stuff as well. So there's an overspill from upstairs, which is also a pretty cool little space. And obviously, as I showed you when we were outside earlier, on the decking, if we can get out, we can. What a place. Imagine sitting out here in the summer, soaking up the atmosphere, soaking up some sun. What a better place to sit than out here. Ribs of beef, 10 out of 10. What a belting place. It just so happens that right next door to Ribs of Beef as well, on this side of the bridge, there's a little place called Beer Hatch that I wandered into last time, knowing absolutely nothing about it. That was there. But I think they used to have a little hatch, like a telephone box that they sold beer out of. Got this little unit, so it's now like a bottle shop, craft beer, can place, but it was just so cool. I can't possibly walk past it and not go in, can I? So let's go in Beer Hatch again. So literally, so the Ribs is there, Beer Hatch is right next door. But it was such a wicked, friendly, cool little place, and they're bound to have something wonderful on for me to drink as well. So let's do beer hatch again as well. I couldn't come back to Norwich and not come in here. This is such a funky little like bottle shop and craft beer place. So when I came last time, they only had 5 taps on. They've progressed over the last 9 months since I was here last. It's gone up to 6, and they are, to be fair, 6 pretty good ones. There are some wonderful breweries on there. But I think that the beauty of this place lies in the versatility of the selection of stuff in the cans that they've got. So I've picked myself up a triple IPA, a tipper for short, to take home with me. That will make my wife ever so happy that I'm bringing it. But look at some of the breweries in here, like Lost Cause, Pentridge. Pentridge are fast becoming one of my favourite breweries in the country. Elusive Brewing, look them up. Never had a bad beer off them. Full House, what I'm drinking at the moment, was that number 3 off the board, the Suds. Is absolutely lovely. Polly's, Neon Raptor, obviously Nottingham, Overtone, things like that. There are so many wonderful options in here that I couldn't possibly come back to Norwich, not come in here, not find out how well they're doing. And as I said, it makes me happy to see that a place that I came to 9 months or so ago is doing so well. It's a great little space. It's run by a lovely lad, absolutely lovely lad. This is definitely worth cutting. If you're a craft beer fan, you'll love this. So I've had to walk back on myself, but there are some others that we can do on the way back down into the city before we check in at the hotel anyway. But I kept getting told, time and time again, do not miss the brewery tap. So it's Fat Cat Brewery. Apparently they have a fair few little pubs in the city centre, none of which I've done before. So if this goes well, and I'm sure it will, because everybody keeps telling me how great this place is, then I should hopefully make it to at least one, if not more, of them later on today. But the brewery tap is my 6th stop of the day then. So once again, people of Facebook, people of like multiverses that know everything about everything and all pubs and always tell me what I'll like before I know what I'll like. Yeah, you beat me. You were right again. This place is epic. So yeah, very, very pleased that I did decide to turn around and come back up to this side of the city, because I would have been gutted if I hadn't made it to here. You want to have a look at this place. I mean, it's quite impressive anyway. That's a pub. And that's the beer board. I mean, I will take you and show the pumps in a second, but yeah, that's just the beer board up there. It's extensive, to say the least. Absolutely love that stained glass window and stuff as well. But yeah, let's kind of look at the beers. So this is an absolutely belting selection of craft stuff on in here, as I said to you.
Have you done the board?
Lovely. I have done the board. Yeah. Well, I'll get another view of the board though, because honestly, I'm very taken by the amount of wonderful beers that are on here. So no matter what you want in here, like you're honestly, this is the beer board to end all beer boards. So there is so much stuff going on in here that I would have been so upset.
Put it on a website.
And guys, it'll be on YouTube by the morning. But this is a wonderful, and round the corner as well. There's even more in here. A can selection again of absolutely great stuff. So luckily I've also got my tour guide now. Lucy from Norwich Camera is going to assist me for the rest of the day. So the rest of the video should make perfect sense. Kind of working our way through the rest of the ones up on the north side. I'm listening to Lucy, 100% listening to Lucy now, because she knows better than I do. So I'm going to do a few this way, back down, and I can check into my hotel, and then we'll go into the south side of the city and working our way back across. So it's a full sort of run from the north through the middle to the south today, with bits in between. But you know, they're the best days, aren't they? So now, next up is the Stanley, established 1890. Quite the stunning building. I actually really like the colour of that. You don't see a lot of pubs that colour either. Is that some kind of like dark green? Yes, I quite like it. It's unique. It's interesting. It's different. It's on a busy road up here again. But Lucy assures me this is a good one, so I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, nice looking gaff. Three ales on, some craft amongst the keg offering and stuff as well, and a decent looking establishment. So Lane Brew again on the taps. Lane Brew do them their own pale ale and stuff. Brew it just for them. So it's called the Stanley Pale, which is brewed by them. But no, it's a nice looking place. So yeah, the Lane collection. I love. I really like Lane Brewery beers. Anyway, so choice-wise, it's like a ripper. I have had all of the Lane ones before, apart from their own pale, which Lucy's having, which I haven't had. But I have never had the Alpha Stout from Wolfpack. So we're going with that one in here. But yeah, very well presented, nice looking place, really friendly chap running it.
Lovely.
Yeah, good gaff. Loving the walks around here at the moment because they're not very long. Yeah, that suits me down to the ground, as you know. So from the Stanley to the next port of call took us a minute, an entire minute of walking down this majorly busy long road, and it brings us to Artichoke. And that is a very unique looking pub building, isn't it? I absolutely love the stone effect on the outside of it. I think that's very cool. Almost castle-like, isn't it? Castle-like, however you lot want to say it, I don't mind, you know. But that's quite a unique looking frontage to a pub. And I really like it. But there's a micro pub over there that we're going to in a minute. But the Artichoke is up next. Building dating back to 1932 for here. They've also got a sister pub, which apparently is very similar in its look and style. All of the windows are the original windows, which is quite beautiful. All the lovely wrought iron. You know, I'll show you a bit. All the lovely wrought iron and stuff on. All that's what I'm talking about. So all that lovely wrought iron on the windows. But yeah, again, very well presented, very decent looking gaff. That fireplace is quite magnificent. Good beer selection. Again, I think that it's a phrase I'm using a lot for Norwich today, good beer selection, because at the end of the day, this is one of the best drinking cities in the UK. You can't say it's not. They've got it going on in Norwich when it comes to their drinking. I mean, let's face it, they're so far out here, they've got nothing else to do, have they, but drink, so Lucy's going to slap me in a minute, I'm sure. But yeah, they've got nothing better to do in Norwich, have they, but drink? But I'm also famous now on the old Untapped bit. Beer and football, that's it. And even the football's not great, so you know. Right, hey, as a Forest fan, I'm allowed to say that. No, Norwich, I love Norwich. Norwich City, the Canaries, you know, little place in my heart. I love it. I watched Rolf Fox and Dale Gordon. The first famous person I ever heard called Dale was Dale Gordon, that played for Norwich. So another billiards table. So. That's apparently it's a Norwich thing. It emanated over here, over this way. So that I don't actually know 100% how to play billiards, but I'm going to teach myself, I think. But yeah, what another absolute belter. Couple of doors down from the Artichoke, then brings us to a little micro pub. Yeah, Norwich is so vast. The more we do, the more I walk past, the more I see, the more vast, the more pubs I spot. I'm like, wow, this is just going to take forever to get through. But I will get through them all. So do not be atting me saying, oh, you missed this, you missed that. Trust me, I'll be back to do them. But next up then is a micro pub called the Malt and Mardle. You know, I love a micro pub. I think they are the future of pubs in this country because they're so much more sustainable. The overheads are so much less. It needs less people to fill them to make them viable. And they're all free houses. So literally you can choose your own beer in all of them. So Malt and Mardle. My next stop, looking forward to this. Love a micro pub. Love a micro. I might meet Alan later. I don't know who Alan is, but I might meet him. But yeah, love a micro pub. Absolutely, I love a micro pub because it's close to my heart. I love a micro pub. So this, when I get really, really famous, and I will. No, right. But we're going to start a little chain of micro pubs. We're going to take them all across the country. And we're going to have the best beer in the best places. And speaking of the best beer in the best places, have a look at this. So again, another absolutely a belting can selection for some of the bits in it. But I've gone with, for me, Word. So it said Word. See, I'm down with the kids. Electric Bear. It's American Pale, and it is gorgeous. It's beautiful, a beautiful bev. But yeah, nice. Again, a nice looking little micro, isn't it? So great little place. And this is always one thing that I do like. I like being able to see where the beer goes. So from there to there. Don't take a lot to travel in here and get some good stuff. Yeah, great little micro pub. Well worth coming to check out. Hotel checked into, and it's the same one I was in last time. Premier Inn Nelson. So it's right. Honestly, it's right here in the centre of the city, really. So geographically, can't really knock it. And now, I'm pretty sure I'm on the way to another Wetherspoons. So let's see if we can find it. Well, I know where the Wetherspoons is, but shouldn't walk past another one, should I? So I might as well tick this off. This is it's a golf, shuffleboard, darts, pool, ping pong kind of place. It's opposite Five Guys though, but yeah, we might as well do it. Mulligans, eat, drink, play. I mean, to be fair, they're three of my favourite things. So yeah, let's do mulligans. Tick it off. It's been my I don't know 10th stop of the day maybe. I don't know. The thing is, like I always say, there is always time for a quick palate cleanser. £5 a bowl, not the cheapest. You get 3 for £6 in craft unions. Oh, I like craft unions. You know, it is what it is. It's one of those, yeah, one of those fun gaming style gaffs. We're not gonna dwell. We're not gonna spend too much time on it because you know you've been in one, you've been in them all. I'm in this little like cinema complex, Nando's, Bella Italia, Estabulo, TGI Fridays, where that Mulligan's was. Hey, and obviously a Wetherspoons. So to be honest, it's a picturesque little gaff for a little Hollywood bowl. Should probably change some bulbs in those, but yeah. Odeon, Bella Italia, says Nando's. Lovely looking bridge. But we are doing, of course, the Wetherspoons. I'm not even going to try and say that. Well, I am going to try and say it, obviously, but you 100% know I'm about to get this wrong, don't you? And there will be so many angry people on this video going, that's not how you say it. Right, I don't know. Right. So here we go. The Queen of Aseni. How did I do? I don't know. Queen of Aseni, Queen of Asini, I don't know. It's the spoons. It's my next stop. Get in, again, get a carpet, a look at the carpet, get a carpet photo for Facebook. If you don't follow me on Facebook, you should, by the way. It's definitely my main platform. And Wetherspoons up next then. Ask the barn. And it's not an M, is it? It's an N. Queen of Iceni. Queen of Iceni. I'm sure I said Iceni while I said that side, didn't I? I don't know. You can probably reverse it back and tell me if I got it wrong. Queen of Iceni. Yeah, it feels more of a Lloydsy, like late night dance type spoons to me than it does spoons. It's alright. Carpet, quite flowery. Looks like a queen. You know, they're like floral crowns they would have put on the queens back in the day. It feels like something like that. Yeah, some decent enough guest ales on. I have gone for one called Werry that I'd not had before, but yeah, decent enough looking spoons. Right, a 14-minute uphill trek to get to the next one, but this is where I'm meeting Lucy again after I went and checked in. So Lucy says to me that I will really like it. It's well worth coming up to, and it is an independent free house. So, you know, she's probably right. To be fair, she's got it right so far with everything we've been to. So we are here, the Rose. So yeah, independent free house, which you know they're words that ring true with me all the time. Independent free house, worth the walk up the hill, I'm sure. So looking forward to getting in and seeing it. So it's so busy. The traffic around here so busy, but the hill wasn't actually too horrific. So we'll get in and see what the Rose is like. To be fair, I'm already quite taken with the place. It's got some belting beer choices on, including one called I Could Get Better at Tesco for £1. So you know I'm having to have that. But yeah, it's yeah, this is definitely worth the walk up the hill. A belting looking little place. I mean, beer wise, they're all over it, aren't they? So this is what I'm going for. I could get better at Tesco for £1. But yeah, Vedant, Neon Jar, I mean, some of the stuff, they've got a load of casks on as well, but some of the kegs are brilliant. Canned stuff. Yeah, I mean, I can see Neon Raptor, Polly's, staggeringly good. Yeah, loads of the top breweries, Vedant and stuff in there. Loads of the top breweries of the country in there. And yeah, super looking little bar with plenty of wonderful beers on offer. And that looks stack load of the Good Beer Guide piled up in the corner, which suggests to you that these guys are proud to be part of being in the Good Beer Guide. Yeah, belting place. Well worth the walk up. So in here, I can also say I have ticked off my 4th Norwich billiards table for the day. Honestly, it really is a thing around here. I'm going to have to teach myself, and a Norwich shirt on a thing. I'm going to have to teach myself how to play this game tonight, because it does look interesting. There are loads of them around here. But and the pub dog as well just came in. She's called Rosie, and she is. Here she is. She is. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Rosie. She's an absolute sweetheart. Look at her. Bless her. One that just round the corner. So we're in what they Lucy and I have just described this as the posh part. The posh part of Norwich to me. So I don't know exactly where we are. It doesn't look particularly posh to me, but it looks alright. It looks perfectly palatable to anybody. And I just love Norwich in general. But coming along. So next up is Freemasons Arms, just around the corner from where we've been. It took us 2 minutes to walk from the Rose round to the Freemasons Arms. So it is my 13th stop of the day. I've counted 11th new pub, 13th stop of the day. So I've got a long way to go to hit my minimum of 20 today new pubs. But Freemasons Arms is the next one. Right, when I went to Cambridge yesterday, and I said I raced to get to the Brewdog, because Brewdog were running this promotion where you get a free pint of their cold beer between 4 and 5 yesterday. All the Brewdogs across the country. So I raced to the one, because if you can find a free pint somewhere, you go and do it, don't you? Today, Jeremy Clarkson, has put £500 apparently behind the bar here to give the people of Norwich, the people of the Hawkston. He's put £500 behind the bar to ensure that you can have a free pint in here. So, cheers, Jeremy. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, my brother, my peer, my free beer giving, former Top Gear presenting mucker on the free pint of Hawkston IPA, which I don't ever think I've tried before. And as you can see, my finger's even sticking up. Actually, Hawkston IPA, pretty good that. But aside from the Jeremy Clarkson love, 3 ales, and some other, pretty nifty looking stuff amongst the taps. Yeah, free pint of Hawkston IPA. I'm always alright with. It's a good looking little gaff. They've got a sport up in on the corner, and plenty of other little bits to be getting on with in here. Good pub, good pint of Hawkston, and if you want to watch the football, you can do that as well. Rattler as well. We haven't seen Rattler many times so far today, but there you go. I'm forever grateful for people who give free pints. And yeah, apparently Jeremy Clarkson's £500 behind the bar in there funded quite a few free pints tonight. So love him or loathe him, I don't mind. It's not a political channel. Love him or loathe him, I'm not getting involved. I got a free pint, so I'm happy with that. Right, just over the road from there brings me to the King's Arms, which is my next stop. So yeah, literally we've come from the Freemasons to the King's Arms, not far to walk, which always makes me happy. And it is my 14th stop of the day, 12th new pub so far. Right, so imagine me a pub that has really good beer, it's got a wealth of choice, and has a chocolate Labrador as their pub dog. Because I'm in one. This is pretty wicked. So loads of Bateman's offerings. Not seen them around this area at all, but they always make really good beers. However, I bumped into a guy earlier from Elgood's brewery that I never heard of, and he told me about their plum porter. Said that if I find it, I should try it. And it's very good. It's not quite Titanic plum porter, but it's pretty good. But
The phonics too long.
the cask ales on, so all the Bateman's offerings. The Elgood's plum porter on. Yeah, there are some pretty good offerings on, including even more choices on there. But let's have a wander through here. Here's the pub dog. What's the pub dog called? Do we know? Poppy. What a sweetheart! I absolutely love. I love a pub dog. I love Labradors, but yeah. This is, it goes on and on. Deceptively large, this pub. Deceptively large, this. I like it. Very nice conservatory, this. Yeah, belter of a boozer. Excellent little courtyard garden as well. Belter of a boozer. Some, and you can see right here, so chocolate Labrador cushions. Can't go wrong with that, can you? Yeah, belting boozer. Right, I'm being led astray. We're walking down some really weird, so if you never see me again, these two, right, get a look at these, Right, if I'm never seen again, take a good look at these, because I am being, because I'm being led down some right garden paths. I don't even know where we're going. Apparently the pub is just at the end of this road. Who knows how long this road is? So, I might see you in a minute. I might not. Well, I did survive. I am still alive. We made it to the pub, which is a success, I would say. Especially following these two lunatics, I tell you. Like so we have made it to the pub. But yeah, this is the thing. We're like following anyone who like knows it. He's sometimes absolutely baffling to me. But we are here, and this one has a beer festival going. So it's the Trafford Arms. Took us about, I mean, it felt like an age, but it probably took us about 8 minutes in total, I would say, to walk around here through some absolutely bizarre back alleys and other such things. But we are here, and it looks pretty good to me from the outside. So it is, yeah, the Trafford Arms up next. So this is what I'm assuming we're on. Valentine Beer Festival. Over 50 beers. I haven't got time to drink 50 beers, but yeah, 50 beers. It's pretty cool. There is a really good beer festival out the back that's got a really good lineup, but you don't even need to worry about the beer festival because in here, the lineup is actually insane. This is what you'll find inside. So before you even get outside to a beer festival, which actually did have some really good beers on, but you'll find an absolute wealth of, and dog friendly again. Oh, same doggy I met earlier. But yeah, cask, keg, whatever you want. These have got you covered again. Obviously a nice old feeling, old style gaff. Another old fireplace. But wow, I don't think I can fault anything from Norwich so far today. I really can't. Look at the little face again. I met this doggy earlier, and they were an absolute sweetheart. So yeah, some of the stuff on it. So yeah, Duke from Salt, so you know I'm a big fan of. But that Apocalypse from Salt is also very, very decent. Yeah, great looking gaff again. Magical Mystery Tour number 2 wasn't actually as far as Magical Mystery Tour number 1. And again, as you can see, I'm still living, breathing, and the time is just gone 9:02. So if you need to use this video for evidence, you can find out where. No, to be fair, there's Dan. I'm having a banging time. Norwich is absolutely great, and this Magical Mystery Tour took 6 minutes to walk from the Trafford to get me to here, and this looks a belter. This is the Coachmakers Arms. So I get the feeling that we're still not quite in the city centre, but we're definitely getting. So that is 100% old coaching in, isn't it? The archway on this side shows you where they would have taken the horses, the carriages, the carts and stuff down into there. The horses would have stood in there while the owners were making merry, let's say, inside the boozer. Coachmakers Arms then is up next. Yeah, lovely looking gaff that. Hey, a lot, no, when I get in the place, but no, I really like this. So it's chess night. Yeah, chess, like, you know, the board game that's difficult to play, but you know what? I know how to play chess. I'm not very good, but I know how to play. So it's chess night in here, so it's actually pretty busy as well. But the low ceilings, the brick walls, the ale lineup. Yeah, this is a really, really great example of a proper old coaching in this. So the beams on the ceiling. Look at that, there's the brick wall and stuff. But I say it's chess night, so there are a wealth of people actually playing the chess and things like that. Good ale lineup. We've gone with the Silver Adder in here, which I've not had, but it is a really, really great example of an old coaching in this. I can't find anything again not to like about this. This one as well. I don't know how far away from the city centre bit we still are, but I'm very pleased to be in this one. I'm wandering straight around from there. So yeah, great little old coach, that's that. So you walk around a corner. And probably the biggest remaining part of what they refer to around it as the city wall. There's the old castle grounds, the old castle wall. They refer to it as the city wall, is intact on this part. And it is, yeah, it's an impressive old structure and an impressive old wall. So yeah, never say I don't take you there. They're waving at me there. Never say that I don't take you on a little bit of a history tour, as well as doing the pubs and show you some of the sights of a town and city that we're in. So, one around a corner from that wonderful old coaching inn. I absolutely loved the Coachmakers, thought it was fantastic, and we'll get to the Champion, literally just round the corner. So obviously if that is the city wall, we are still slightly on the outside of the main drag of the city centre, but again looks a sweet enough little place, and if the Coachmakers Arms anything to go by, this will be a belter as well. So this is Bateman's Brewery, based in Skegness, Bateman. So a lot of like Boston, Skegness way, something like that. I've encountered a lot of the Bateman's beers and the Bateman's pubs over that way. So we're a long way down the coast, south from up by Skegness and Lincolnshire, aren't we? A long way down. But yeah, they've stretched all the way down here, and their beers are good. The beers are good anyway, but yeah, nice to see localised breweries and stuff having pubs and their beers in other areas. And in here you will find a wealth of that Triple XB is an absolute banger of a real ale. If you like real ale and you've never tried the Bateman's Triple XB, you probably would appreciate and like that. But again, nice looking gaff, lovely stuff. More car scales around this side as well, more Bateman's ones. Let's say the normal XB is pretty good as well. John Smith's on the corner, but you know, we won't quibble with that. We won't shout about it. But yeah, good looking gaff. Nice to see a Bateman's pub so far down the country, to be fair, and a good jukebox by the looks of things. Once again, these two are leading me into the middle of housing estates that I probably never ever would have discovered. And you know what? Thus far, it's panned out quite well because we found some belting boozers. But yeah, this is where I am, off the main road for where that city wall is. So about a 3-4 minute walk from where we just were, and there is, yeah. I mean, I not that I didn't trust them, because I do trust them. I feel safe, you know. I'm a liberated. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop with that. But you know, so no, I trusted them. So they've brought me to. This is one of 3 apparent Coach and Horses in Norwich, in the Norwich area. So up next will be. Yeah, the Coach and Horses. So on, yeah, you see, you can understand my scepticism when I'm being led into a housing estate where I'm like, is there really a pub down here? There actually is. So the Coach and Horses is up next. So yeah, nice little housing estate pub. But yeah, beer choice is definitely the lowest of the beer choice ones that we've been in so far. So I've had a vodka Diet Coke. Pool match. Occupied, so it's busy with that. Darts Premier League on the screen, so you can't go wrong with that, and a dartboard up the other end. But yeah, that is pretty much all I can tell you about this. Just led me on up the garden path, but through this is called Jenny Lind Park. Have you ever seen The Greatest Showman? Jenny Lind, obviously the character that's in that, based on a real person. Apparently she came to Norwich and she really enjoyed it, and they named a park. I don't know the history of it. Someone will definitely tell me the history of that on the video, I'm sure. However, right, obviously Lucy, being one of the leaders of camera, she's headed through. So another Rose. This is the Rose Tavern. So it's now like 11:15. So we're now on slim pickings trying to find places to go. But we're here at the Rose Tavern, which looks very much like this. So the Rose Tavern, hopefully, fingers crossed, they've gone to find out if we can get a beer. I'm sure we can. It's 11:15. The Rose Tavern will be up next. This is a lot bigger than it looks. Yeah, plenty of space for wandering around. So yeah, we made it in. Beer, couple of real ales on. Nice vibe, nice feel to it. But yeah, it's slim pickings now for what we're going to be able to get into. But yeah, I just feel that this is actually a really old housing estate type pub that it feels like it's a bit historic and it's got a bit of stuff to it. And you can see from like the old wooden floors. I love an old wooden floor. Big beer garden, big looking beer garden on the back of that as well. But you'll see what I mean from this. Like this, look at this little corridor down to here. This kind of tells you the age of something like this, the age of a pub where stuff are like littered down the back side of it where it was. But yeah, it's quite a good looking pub. Beer wise, that's what you've got on. Choice wise, but if you come back through, more beers around the corner. There are indeed more beers around the corner, including the car scale and stuff. So you've got Atlantic and stuff on, but yeah, you've got some car scale offerings and stuff like that. But you can go around it. It's dog friendly as well. And again, another absolute couple of sweethearts. Like you're a sweetie, aren't you? You're such a sweetie. But that is pretty good looking gaff, isn't it? Right, so we've wandered down at 2. We were going to Blue Joanna, but Blue Joanna is shut. So we've come to the Pear Tree Inn, which apparently shuts later. Well, according to Lucy anyway, you know. Who knows what Lucy's saying today? Oh. So, right, yeah, the Pear Tree Inn. Which again looks sound, to be fair. So I don't even know where I am. Honestly, please try and research this on Google, find my coordinates, and just see if I don't make it, then this is where I ended up. This is the last port of call. I don't know, it can't be the last port of call. So like, it's my 20th pub of the day. So I'm 18 new wise of what I've done. But it's the pear tree inn. It's pretty cool looking, again, to be fair. Aesthetically, I don't think I can fault anything that we've really been in today. Like, pub-wise, they all look great. They've all got a bit of character to them. They've all got a bit of personality. And yeah, I can't really quibble with any of it. But yeah, it's a good looking boozer. I particularly like this wax candle that's burnt. Real fire going down in the corner up there. So not the biggest bar in the world, but these have a little keg and mix of stuff going on, and there are a couple of reels as well. There would be, so it's bolt maker on in there, but yeah, a little bit of space, a little bit of time. So Brixton Pale, if that's what you're into as well, and old moot and stuff on there as well. I've got a Jack Daniels and Coke, so I roll at this time of night. But that is yeah, not a bad. Again, not really a bad pub in the slightest. And I like the aesthetics of a lot of it. So right, wandering around the city. Wandering around the city with natives is sometimes the best way of doing it, and. I've just learned that Norwich has not got one cathedral, it's got two. And this, yeah, that is, yeah, quite impressive, and it's quite the structure, quite beautiful. So we're on the wind down of what isn't open, but we have found another one that definitely is, and that is Temple Bar. But to get in this time of night, you have to go around the back. So I've sent Lucy and Vicky round the back while I stand here like a lemon and film the front of it for you. So Temple Bar, we can get in. You have to know. You're in the know. You go around the back. So it's about 11:30 at night on a Thursday. If you want to get in Temple Bar, go around the back. Right, yeah, it's definitely a late night vibe. Younger crowd, good looking old boozer. There are some decent little keg pins and stuff on, but yeah, it's a late night. Old school boozer. So apparently they do a good Sunday roast where you can have 5 different meats. So Sunday lunch up there, 5 meats. But you'll find on the bar. But it's all about late night vibe, really, ain't it? More than anything else. It's about the full-on late night style vibe. And if we wander through, you'll see actually it's a lot bigger than perhaps what you expected. Poolside and stuff around the back. Yeah, it's not as far as late night bars go. It's actually not a bad one. I'd say I am not determined or committed to the cause because I'm now on the street down towards my hotel. We got to come up here because Lucy was like, oh, there'll definitely be stuff open down there. There's very little open down here. There are three lap dancing clubs on this street. 3. What kind of city has 3? We're not London. 3 lap dancing clubs on this street. So at the moment, I'm not gonna venture to a lap dancing club. But we are going to. So we found one that is not. It's a bar / nightclub, but it is open. So we're going to do that. And that is called Cube, spelt with a Q. Yeah, I already don't like it spelled with a Q. But that will be the next port of call. You know I'm not a nightclub kind of guy. But in all honesty, I don't hate it in here. It's actually alright. It's a little nightclub space to go. Pretty bang on. It's actually a solid little club. It's Landlord Sand Ass. And it is, yeah. It is a pretty, to be fair, pretty solid little club. So, hey, I can't hate on it. I can't. You know, as far as like late night bar, nightclub things go, I really did not dislike it in there. It's actually a really good place to end up. So, yeah, I will sound with it. The guy that runs is absolutely legendary. Soundless. Anything. I also said to him, "Where's the best place to go for a kebab around here?" There were so many kebab shops, but he said, "Bomb the Red Sign." It's actually called the best. It's actually called the best kebab and pizza. So if that's what he says, I want to trust. But yeah, that's a really good play. I've ended up the second night. So 20 new ones, 22 in total today. Happy with that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Love you. Nothing tomorrow, Valentine's Day and all that, so going home. But Skipton Saturday, Bingley Sunday. Make sure you tune in.